Autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease. This is a multi-system disorder characterized by multiple bilateral renal cysts associated with the cysts in other organs such as the liver, pancreas, and arachnoid membrane in the brain. This is the fourth leading cause of the kidney failure. Cysts interfere with the kidney's ability to filter the waste products, and by compressing the parenchyma can lead to the end-stage renal disease. Causes, it is mainly due to the genetic mutation. It's autosomal dominant, and gene mutation in PKD1 and PKD2 genes occurs, which forms the two types of disease, ADPKD1 and ADPKD2. Polycystic kidney disease could be autosomal dominant or autosomal recessive, or it can also be acquired, but commonly autosomal dominant pattern follows. Now PKD1 and PKD2 genes forms ADPKD proteins, which are known as polycystin 1 and polycystin 2. These proteins play a critical role in the normal function of the primary cilium in the tubular epithelium, which is essential to maintain the differentiated phenotype of the tubular epithelium. If mutation occurs in these proteins, then abnormal cytogenesis and abnormal cell formation occurs, which leads to the cyst formation. Pathophysiology. Polycystin proteins, they regulate the intracellular calcium signaling and are found in the tissues such as the renal tubular epithelium, hepatic bile ducts, and pancreatic bile ducts. That's why when the abnormality occurs, cysts form in all of these places, but it's most common in the renal tubular epithelium. Mutation in the PKD1 and PKD2 gene occurs, which leads to the decrease in the intracellular calcium, and decrease in the intracellular calcium leads to the increase in the CMP, which causes the activation of the protein kinase A, and there is increase in sensitivity of the collecting duct principal cells to constant tonic effect of the vasopressin. Decreased calcium signaling and increased CMP leads to the impaired tubular genesis, impaired cytogenesis, which leads to the abnormal proliferation of the cells, and cell proliferation occurs, which leads to the diverticulum, like cyst like diverticulum, and there is increased fluid secretion and interstitial inflammation, which ultimately results in the formation of a cyst. Here polycystic kidney is shown grossly, and when we see it microscopically, then multiple cysts in the tubular epithelium appears. Cyst development occurs from the dilatation in the intact tubules which are connected to the nephrons. In this picture, tubular epithelium is shown, in which there is gene mutation in this cell, which leads to the formation of a cyst like structure. There is cytogenesis and apoptosis of the cells, results in the formation of the cyst like structure, which ultimately gets disconnected from the epithelium cells and causes enlargement of the renal parenchyma. Salt and water accumulates in the cyst and causes its further enlargement. Increased cell proliferation and fluid secretion lead to the cyst growth, causing displacement and loss of normal renal parenchyma. The disease does not usually manifest before the age of the 30 years, or it presents later in life because of the slow growth of the cysts, which contribute to the loss of nephrons and decline in the glomerular filtration rate. 50% of offspring of affected patient will have the disease, and genes are not and the generations are not skipped. Now clinical presentation, it presents as a renal manifestations, and they are extrarenal manifestations. In the renal manifestations, they are palpable renal mass, dull flank pain, hematuria and cyst hemorrhage, renal stones, urinary tract infection, hypertension, uremia, and end-stage renal disease. Palpable renal mass is formed due to the increased renal size with age and renal enlargement. There are multiple filled cysts, they increase in size, and due to the increased size, kidney size increases, which results in the abdominal mass and flank pain. Dull flank pain or loin ache. Pain also can occur in the back, chest, and abdomen. It occurs due to the hemorrhage or infection or calculous passage. It could be acute and chronic. Acute pain occurs due to the hemorrhage, infection, or calculous passage, and it is severe pain. And chronic pain occurs due to the cyst rupture or enlarged kidney compressing the other structures. Hematuria and cyst hemorrhage. 40% of the patients have visible hematuria and occurs by the rupture of the cyst or small blood vessels around the cyst. Renal stones. Most stones are composed of the uric acid or calcium oxalates, or both. They are difficult to diagnose because of the cyst wall and parenchymal calcification, and they occur due to the cysts formed in the renal tubular epithelial cells block the tubules and prevent the normal drainage, and due to the fluid stasis, crystals are formed, and which form the kidney stones. And patients with the ADPKD have decreased urine citrate, which is the substance which prevents the kidney stone formation. Urinary tract infection occurs commonly in the female, and they are caused by the gram-negative bacteria, and they are caused by the infected renal cyst. Hypertension is the most common manifestation and a major contributor to the renal disease progression, cardiovascular morbidity and mortality, and increased left ventricular hypertrophy. Renal cyst compresses the renal vasculature, which causes the intrarenal ischemia, and there is the activation of renin angiotensin aldosterone system, which plays role in the pathogenesis of the hypertension. And after the age of the 20 years, most patients are the hypertensive. Uremia can also occur due to the kidney function disturbance, and ultimately end stage renal disease occurs, but it is the rare presentation, and it is more common in the male than the female, and it occurs due to the impaired renal function. Most patients, however, have a normal renal function until 4th and 6th decade of life, and up to 80% of the patient alive with the preserved renal function who are 50 years of age. Extrarenal manifestation में polycystic liver disease, intracranial aneurysms, and valvular heart disease. Polycystic liver disease is rare in the children, but its incidence increases with the age, and cysts usually are asymptomatic, but symptoms appear due to the mass effects and cyst complications. Intracranial aneurysm में berry aneurysm of circle of Willis occurs, which causes the subarachnoid hemorrhage, and valvular heart disease में mitral valve prolapse is the most common valve abnormality. Now diagnosis. For diagnosis, renal ultrasonography, CT scan, and IVU are done. Renal ultrasonography, on renal ultrasonography, at least 3 unilateral or bilateral renal cysts or 2 cysts in each kidney confirms the diagnosis of at-risk patients of 15 to 39 years of age. Differential diagnosis: autosomal recessive polycystic kidney disease, tuberous sclerosis complex, von Hippel-Lindau disease, simple renal cyst and diabetic syndrome, and medullary sponge kidney. Treatment: there is no treatable cure for the autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease, as it occurs due to the gene mutation, and it is congenital disease, although symptoms appear later in life. The aim is to preserve renal function for as long as possible. For the treatment, there are 2 types of management: conservative management and surgical. In conservative, low protein diet, fluids 3 liters per day, antibiotic for infection, and antihypertensive medication for hypertension are ensured, and treatment of any underlying disease and any complication is done. And for the surgical management, when the cysts are symptomatic, they are de-roofed, and operation is called Rovsing operation. And when the renal failure ensures, then renal transplantation is done to preserve the kidney function.